How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we're going to be using the brand new 87 overall legend Warren Moon. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And as of right now, there are actually two quarterbacks in the game that are really good, Jameis Winston and Warren Moon. But check out this play right here. This is exactly why Warren Moon is worth it. That is the craziest passing animation that I've ever seen. It's also on a fourth down in the middle of a game, so I'm kind of giving away a couple of clips here to start. They got an illegal contact, so we would have gotten a first down anyway, but I thought that was a pretty crazy animation for him to throw it under pressure and for it to also be a good pass. So this is the current team that we're using. I am using the gift wrapped ability on Warren Moon just because it is really solid right now. It causes some of these running backs to not drop the ball, right? If you throw it to open receivers, even if you click on and go for the catch, sometimes they'll still drop it. I've experienced that. I've shown clips of that in previous Madden videos. And I didn't really know why that was happening. Well, if you attach this gift wrapped ability, that all that stuff goes away. And I noticed a big time difference to the fact that just receivers will catch it even if they also get hit. And as of the current moment that I'm recording this video, there aren't any man knockouts, and there are only a couple of zone knockouts, right? Like Richard Sherman, there's only a few players that really get any type of knockouts, and I'm not talking about that. Obviously, those knockouts will still knock the ball out even with gift wrapped, but for right now, we don't have those abilities. So with that being said, gift wrapped is certainly really good for 1 AP. But anyway, we are going to be playing some MUT squads, and I'm going to mix in some head-to-head. I have a couple of clips from before I got Warren Moon. I was using Lamar Jackson. I was using Joe Burrow as well. And I wanted to try Joe Burrow right before they released Warren Moon simply because I hadn't used a quarterback that has, 85, 86 short and mid accuracy. I wanted to see what everybody was talking about with traditional tube release. So I went ahead and picked up the coin Joe Burrow. I will be using him in this video too because we were able to win some games before Warren Moon. This is that play, and it was a pretty big play. I mean, obviously we kind of had the game sealed anyway. But if we don't get that fourth down, if they don't get a flag, then it's pretty much one possession game at that point. It's really hard to get a stop in this game on defense from what I've seen. And really the only times Kevin and I have been stopped is either if I mess up, press the wrong button, throw it to the other team, or we kind of just have miscommunication with the route, or we might have saw something different when we're actually playing in the moment. But overall, we've played pretty well. We've gotten a decent win streak going. We're looking to start up another one here pretty soon. But with that said, I also was using this Mike Gesicki card. This card is really good. He does get Matchup Nightmare, which I've talked about pretty much in every single Madden, how it is really good early on in the game cycle. It plays just better than pretty much any catching ability. It also activates when it really shouldn't. But it's a really good squads ability. Here in this one, I am going up in a head-to-head matchup. I wanted to try Warren Moon out in some MUT champs. And I also made a few defensive upgrades that I wanted to try out. If you notice in my screenshot, I picked up Cam Chancellor. I think he's the best user in the game. I will definitely be using him in the same spot over Jair Brown, but we're getting into another squad game here. For some reason, when my team showed up, the defensive player on my own team quit. So he might have seen, Warren Moon, he might have seen Devin Hester, a couple of these legend players, and then he just quit the game. So I don't really know what happened. Maybe he got disconnected. Maybe he saw the players and was like, wow, these other guys have a really good team. I did have Sherman pop up too, which I know I don't have Sherman in the opening screenshot that I showed you. I sold him because Deion Sanders is coming out today. But anyway, I don't really know what exactly happened, but I wish that other guy would have stuck around because we are blowing this team out. We are already up 14-0. I took a punt back. We threw PA seams over the top. Here we got another guy over the top. And I thought he could have had a touchdown right here if he didn't kind of swerve too much to the left. If he would have caught that and went to the right, he might have had it. But I was looking to throw this play anyway. This running back scissors route is really good. Talked a lot about that play last year. And it seems to be working out for me this year as well. But we're up 21-0. We did have a pretty good defense in this one, but just ultimately going up against worse players, these guys were not really able to move the ball that well. They threw a couple interceptions. And now, once again, we're in another squads game. This one's a duos. So I'm back with Kevin here. We're going up against one player. One guy already quit on that opening drive. I guess he might have got disconnected because they did score. But we responded with the touchdown of our own. And now this guy, the one player, is on offense now. I think this was the defensive dude. But he throws an interception, and that might be it for him, just because his teammate might have got disconnected or his teammate might have quit the game. So we're looking to try and go up a score right here. Bijan Robinson, we might have had the first down, but he was trying to get around it, trying to take it to the house. Doesn't matter. He ended up quitting out, and we got the win there. So now we're getting closer. This is a different playoff run completely. We're using Joe Burrow, so keep that in mind. This was before I picked up Warren Moon. Obviously, if I have Warren Moon, I'm not going to be using Burrow, but I wanted to at least put this in the gameplay to compare, right? Some people might be using more of a stock quarterback, maybe somebody without abilities. Right now, I would say the best quarterbacks in the game are definitely Warren Moon at number 1, probably Jameis Winston at number 2. Then at number 3, we would have Jordan Love. At number 4, C.J. Stroud. At number 5, I would say like Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow. And then I would put Kenny Pickett behind him. I don't think Kenny Pickett is really that good in this game. But anyway, Trayvon Walker is making a crazy play. He got bumped on that route. I don't know if he would have played that zone if he didn't get bumped, but he did. And he takes it back for a pick 6. This is in my teammate's Super Bowl. This is Kevin's Super Bowl. And we needed something just because I was having a tough time moving the ball at all. Entirely. Just looking to get anything going. These guys are running a mid-blitz, man coverage blitz on me. Obviously, mid-blitz is in the play. But they were definitely making some good adjustments. I had to kind of ID certain players. So I figured I would come out in a 2 tight end look to try and get some better blocking. And we went with the running back scissor route out of the 2 formation, gun doubles or whatever it is. Gun tight doubles, something like that. But these guys were able to respond. We're down to the last 45 seconds of this game. We're up a touchdown. We already got a stop, a goal line stand at the beginning, or at least in the first half, at the end of the first half. And we got another goal line stand right there to seal this guy's Super Bowl. I'm glad we were able to win that one for Kevin. But honestly, I was nervous about that game. I couldn't really move the ball on offense at all. But we were able to run the ball. We also played pretty good defense in that last game. But scoring, 21 points, I think we should win every game putting up that many points. But some of those points came from defense, so I have to do a little bit better of a job. But anyway, I wanted to include the Super Bowl celebration because from my Super Bowl, the opponents quit, so I wasn't able to get this celebration. Don't really know who won MVP. I think I might have advanced it too fast. But I would say Trayvon Walker was the MVP of this Super Bowl with that pick 6 in that curl flat or that hard flat route or flat zone. But that is going to be it for this playoff run. We're going to be getting back into some more gameplay with Warren Moon to finish it off. Might include some MUT champs, might include a couple more squad games. But ultimately, this card, I think, is really solid. I think he's way better than Burrow. I mean, Burrow can still get these good animations. I mean, this throw is still solid. He has good accuracy on it. He doesn't get the gift-wrapped ability, so that does make a difference. We're catching all the passes in here, but it is really annoying when you throw to a wide open guy and he just simply drops the ball. And like in real life, I completely understand, right? Like this is a video game, so ideally you would want the players to catch it, but we also have lower overall cards right now. The catching is going to get better. They're going to get catching abilities. But yeah, in this one we are in a duos game with Joe Burrow with more of a budget team. I did have Gesicki here, and in the screenshot I posted at the end, I didn't have Gesicki. I have a feeling they were going to release, well, at least I thought they might release a tight end today with the AKA stuff, but I think they will have to release some type of good tight end, 87 overall, 86 overall, something like that for the Campus Heroes. Gesicki is still worth it. I think he's by far the best tight end. Like, there's not even a guy that's comparable. But if you were to pick up more of a budget guy, this Irv Smith Jr. card is still really solid. Like, for whatever reason, he plays so well for an 80 overall card. He's, 84 speed, same speed, doesn't have the agility, doesn't have some of the stuff that Gesicki has. But I don't think Gesicki's worth the 800,000 coins that he's going for. But we are in another game, kind of bouncing back and forth here between Joe Burrow and Warren Moon. If you were to try and make a comparison, I think you can still get away with using any quarterback, any budget guy, right? The overall cards are still low enough. You can get by with Bryce Young even if you want to. Even the 84, people are still using him. I do have the 86, but I just don't like the way he throws the ball at all. Once I got this gunslinger ability, once I got this Warren Moon card, there's just no going back. It's almost like you can't. You will be worse of a player if you go back from using an ability like this. So I'm just going to keep this Warren Moon. We're definitely going to get other quarterbacks, right? Like Jameis Winston is still a pretty solid option. But there's no guy that gets Hot Route Master right now. I don't think it's going to be a little bit before somebody does get Hot Route Master. But the two guys I'm looking to pick up next would definitely be Deion Sanders, Primetime, and Jerry Rice, the GOAT, just because he gets Slot Apprentice. And I really need Slot Apprentice. I think it's one of the best abilities in the game because nobody gets Hot Route Master. I think I need those routes in the slot. But I also want to get Deion Sanders because he's a Raven. I have a 25 Ravens theme team. And he has 90-man coverage. He's going to get medium man knockout. And that is what I'm looking for as well. But that's going to do it for this video. That's my team right now. And then I am going to make some upgrades. But until next time, I'm College Lefty, and peace out.